EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Chicago Bears. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
On the set. 44, Mike, 44. General West.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Set. 90, Wolf. Check. Check out,
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey. Check. It's coming this way. Come hit it.
He'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clinton Dix making the safety blitz look easy. Zooms in for the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Caught here by Conley. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Melvin Gordon, touchdown number 15 of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Kill.
80 weapon.
Kill. Turn up.
Get it.
2nd and 11. He completes it to Nelson. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 1st down, a run with Cohen. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's the 2nd and 7. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
47's the mic.
Hey, come on. Wahoo!
47's the mic.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the 1st.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
All day, every day, any day. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Check. Watch the slant. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Come on.
get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. DeLance Turner, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
36.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Fair.
Check 31. Check 31. Tight dog. You got tape.
5.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
He's coming. He's 6'6". Pull it high.
Switch.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready, set.
47, Mike.
Hey, Zoo.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check. 47. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Hey, it's all right. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Ship.
What we got?
Let flow. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go, 58 is the mic. He can't hang.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Foles got Gordon open, completes it. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Keeper.
58 the money. 58 the money.
Yeah, go, let's go.
These two teams all tied after one. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out.
He's going right at him.
58 the money. All right, D, let's go. All right, D. No.
Hey, silent one.
Yes, the money. Got to run.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Crunch time, defense. Check 37. 58 the money.
One.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Here's Foles. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a first down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
That's what I do.
Get it.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Okay, ready? Bravo.
47. Watch the curl.
2nd and 13. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 78 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
One.
Here we go, T.
Kill. Hey, Charlie.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Foles. He's going to look deep down the field. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic.
Now back to throw. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Watch twitch. Watch the twitch.
Hey, Delta.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak. Go.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there.
44's the mic. 44's the mic.
3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
Ready?
Back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Lambo on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time.
So how many more years are we going to define this position as running back? I really feel like we're evolving into something else because they have to be such a hybrid, don't they? Guys who can run it, but they love to have those guys with hands like a wide receiver.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2. Now third down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Back to throw here. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Calais Campbell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's taken to the 26. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down.
Hey, lock it.
Second and 3. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Foles. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This will be taken very short. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
44's the mic. Let's go, D.
Hey, Alpha.
10. Slam, slam, slam.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Shoot.
They're going to look to throw. Lets it go for Nelson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what?
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. 2nd and 6. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. This is Josh Lambeau. He hit from 57 a year ago. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
We own now. Alert, 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 alert. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Crouch.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. 44.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Lock in, lock in.
Let's go. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check safety, check safety. Alert flare, alert flare, flare.
Red, go.
6 guys, check 6 guys.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He's got Burton here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Hey, silver.
58 Mike. Blue down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
On 1st down, Turner. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
The Bears on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
44, Mike, 44.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Fofo to Mike. Mike Fofo. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. 44 to Mike.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17, and they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
with 5-3. Go with 5-3.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Melvin Gordon, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will extend this big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. The catch made by Miller. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky caught by Nelson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Check 50. Alert, 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 alert.
On 3rd down, Trubisky completes it to Davis. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
44 is the mic. 44 is mic. Check, check. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down.
Blue draw course.
They go play action with Trubisky. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Alert, 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 alert.
Bang, 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 bang.
Red, up.
Big edge. Motion.
Now it's Trubisky. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check. 47. Ricky.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Not here.
Kill.
Alert.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, check Mike 47. Hey, let's get this.
Red, up.
Switch.
Alert.
Shoot.
Red, up.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Josh Allen, and that will force a turnover on downs.
180.
Right there. 56.
Watch the slants.
Yes.
Check 52.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Gordon. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A toss play, Gordon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Rashard Robinson with a pick. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Foles. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, Echo.
58, boys, 58, 58, it's Mike. You ain't
Now Foles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Hey, Silver.
58, right over there, yeah, yeah.
Hey, Zoo.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Danny. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
What we got?
58, boys, 58. 58's Mike. Come on.
2nd and 10. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? Run it up.
So we had action to the very end of this. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their